Hey ladies and gentlemen, so this video has definitely been a long time coming. In fact, I had actually filmed another one earlier last week and I just wasn't happy with it. Like, I felt like I was kind of rambling about pointless and uninteresting things, so I kind of chucked it and I was like, I'll film another one soon. And then soon didn't really happen. So I apologize to those of you who have been waiting for this for a while. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about that I'm definitely not even going to be able to fit it all into this video. And so, if you guys want to check into some other hints that I won't have time to talk about in this video, I'm going to be posting a butt-frickin'-ass ton of links in the description. So please check those out if you're interested in other juicy little tidbits, but I'm doing my best to talk about the most important stuff for you guys. And feel free to comment to me and talk about whatever in the series, about any of the spoilers that I will show you guys. Just so you know, I love talking to y'all about this stuff, so it's really cool. So anyways, where to begin? Oh my gosh. So I'm sure that most of you saw Showtime's new video, Truth Brings Light, which is basically kind of the first really juicy trailer that we as Dexter fans have gotten. The other trailer that came before was basically a 15-second clip of audio from the end of season 6 with dubstep. That pretty much gives us nothing. I mean, cool, but... And so, what did you guys think of the video? It was so good. I was just like, the moment I saw that it had been uploaded, like, seriously, my heart just like erupted and I could just feel myself like salivating. I'm so excited. And I'll put a little link in here for you guys just in case you haven't seen it yet. So go check that out if you have not. It's quite delicious. And yeah, definitely I'm so excited to see just how the confrontation scene goes. All the emotions, just all the new and raw things that Dexter and Deborah are going to display, things that we have not seen in them yet. It's going to be crazy. Like, we're going to see Dexter's guilt reach a whole new level. I mean, he says in the Truth Brings Light video, he says that he's accepted who he is, but can she? And how is he going to react? How is Deborah going to react? Are we going to see flashbacks that are from Deborah's point of view as she's like, wow, how did I never see this coming? There's so many things to talk about in that video. It was really well done. Lots of symbolism and crazy things hidden in there. So talk to me in the comments about that video and I will chat with you more in depth about that. That will be lovely. So let us begin with some of the many spoilers that I have been encountering in the past couple weeks. So here we go. Dexter Season 7 spoilers, part trace. All right, so let me see here. Okay, so I don't think that I had told you guys this yet, but Dexter Season 7, Episode 5 is going to be entitled Swim Deep. And this could refer to many things, of course. Could it refer to Dexter's investigation into the character of Hannah McKay, who is played by Yvonne Strahovski? Maybe he's going to try and swim deep into her past. Could it refer to Miami Metro's reopening of an old case? Perhaps one that we have all seen before. And I'm going to return to this topic very shortly here. It could even refer to Deborah swimming deep into the nature of Dexter's dark passenger. So as a review, here are the currently released episode titles in order. And let me know what you guys think, if you could kind of start to establish a plot based on some of these titles. So episode 1 is Are You? Episode 2, The Shadow Knows. Episode 3, Buck the System. Episode 4, Run. And episode 5 is Swim Deep. So we have, are you, the shadow knows, buck the system, run, and swim deep. So let me know what you guys think. We shall philosophize together. That's not a word, but it doesn't matter. So, anyhow, alrighty, so next, recently, actress Jennifer Carpenter, our dearly beloved Deborah Morgan, tweeted a photo from the set which she captioned, 2 dummies waiting to shoot. And I'll post a link of that in the description so you can check it out if you haven't seen that yet. So there's been an uproar of speculation about the significance of the photo to the plot and the possible events that it could entail. But I feel like for the most part, it's just Jennifer playing around on set. You know, she's not really at the liberty to release that kind of sensitive information. And as a faithful storyteller, I don't think that she's gonna go there. However, a lot of people are saying that the dummy on the left looks a lot like a dark-haired Dexter, and they're wondering if the dummy is used because Dexter enters some kind of peril, like takes a high fall or something. But I think that Jennifer's just playing around. If you follow her Twitter, she's really quirky and funny, so I think that that's all that is. But if you guys have other, you know, conspiracy theories, it's cool. It's cool. We'll talk about them. And so, on tvguide.com, I recently found this interview, which was done with one of the executive producers of Dexter, whose her name was SARA COLLETON? Not sure. But the article is entitled, Dexter Season 7 Scoop, How Will Deb React to Dexter's Secret? And in this interview, we find a lot of details that kind of help give us a structural backbone for what's going to happen in Season 7. So I'm going to read some direct quotes from it. There's a link in the description to it as well. You know, just thumb through them. There's pretty much like a freaking scrapbook in the description of information. So, here we go. All right. So first of all, Sarah is talking about how, you know, where we last saw Dexter and Deborah, and how she goes to the church to profess her love to him, and then discovers this insanity. A direct quote from the article, clearly Deb's reaction will be Dexter's greatest obstacle this season, as he's faced with someone finally taking off his mask. But his sister isn't the only person Dexter will have to worry about when evidence at the church suggests that the Bay Harbor Butcher is back. I knew it! I knew it! I totally knew it! I had a feeling that that was going to come back. Considering Dexter framed Dokes for that, even Deb may not be able to protect him. So, that's really exciting. They're bringing back the Bay Harbor Butcher. And I was wondering, you know, if they were going to leave things intact at the church, try and make it look like a suicide. So one of the questions in the interview says, will we see a vulnerable side to Dexter this season? And COLLETON, the executive producer, says, oh yes, it is like Superman's cape has been taken off. He's extremely vulnerable, and that is very interesting to see and to explore. So that's going to be really cool. Because, you know, while he has embraced himself, like, he really has to humble himself and be vulnerable for probably the first time ever. So, one of the questions in the interview was, what other obstacles will Dexter face because of Deb's discovery? And COLLETON says, there are other complications that will come in because at the crime scene, Dexter's blood slide gets found by Lieutenant LaGuerta, because he loses it in the chaos that ensues, and she immediately recognizes it's his. The only other time that she has seen this blood slide was in the copy case of the Bay Harbor Butcher. Her dear friend Sergeant Dokes, everyone thought he was the Bay Harbor Butcher, and thought that when he died, the Bay Harbor Butcher died with him. But now she begins to suspect, is the Bay Harbor Butcher still alive, and how can I set about proving the innocence of my friend Sergeant Dokes? That is something that's a silent thing at the start, but it's, again, going to be eventually working its way back to Dexter. It's going to be very interesting to see if she can exonerate him. So that's pretty crazy. So they don't, like, burn down the church or anything like that. The church is left intact, and then there's evidence that is going to, you know, put Dexter in the spot. And so COLLETON also says of the other new cast members, We have Ray Stevenson, who, oh my god, he is such a fantastic actor. He plays the head of a crime syndicate who owns many nightclubs in Miami. Jason Giedrich, or however you pronounce that, plays George, the U.S. manager of all of his clubs. Ray Stevenson's character, Isaac, comes to Miami when his very close personal lieutenant is accused of killing a Miami cop and then suddenly disappears. So Isaac wants to find out what happened to his friend and how he disappeared. The fact that it was a cop will bring them all around the Miami Metro police system, and that is going to be a long-term story arc. Also, we have Yvonne Strahovski, and she is fantastic. She plays this woman named Hannah who took off from the small rinky-dink Florida town and ran off with this older guy, and they went on this wild killing spree. So when they got caught, she turned state's evidence on the boyfriend, he went to jail for life, and she started a new life. Years later, she's in her 30s and she will intersect with Dexter. I would say Hannah is a still water that runs very deep and is quite unlike any woman Dexter has ever known. And the interviewer asks if Hannah compares to Lumen, if there's a possibility of a romance. COLLETON basically says there's always a possibility, but that a lot of the women that have come into Dexter's life have been very needy and very broken. And however, Hannah has a cool aloofness, and there's something about her that will intrigue him, but, you know, COLLETON is not saying necessarily if there's going to be a romance. At least he will be intrigued, so, intrigued. I don't know. We will definitely see about that. And she also confirms that the show will end after its 8th season. So we got 2 more coming up, and hopefully the writers are going to make the most of it and blow our mother flipping minds. So what else have we here? Again, check all the links in the description for other little tidbits, and you can talk to me about those because I've read them all. And also, let me know if you're going to Comic-Con 2012. Dexter is going to have a panel there. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I live up in Washington, so I mean, it'd be a bit of a trip. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull myself away from work to get there. So yeah, that would be a far stretch. But let me know if you're going. They're going to be showing the first 2 minutes of the pilot episode of season 7 for Dexter. And also, they're going to have Michael C. Hall, Jennifer Carpenter, and Yvonne Strahovski there. I don't know if they're going to be signing or whatever. Most likely, they'll at least be part of the Dexter panel. So, I will be hunting down a video of those first 2 minutes after it is released. I believe that the date of the panel is July 12th. And you guys, I forgot one more pretty important thing. A lot of people have been wondering what is going to become of the Creeper from season 6, that Lewis guy, the intern at the Miami Metro PD. And he had sent Dexter the old ice truck killer hand, and Dexter hasn't even seen it yet. So a lot of people are asking, like, what's going to become of that? Is Lewis going to become significant at all or threatening at all to Dexter? And I found an article that says, and this article is from one of the key players in the Dexter writing team. It says, "Au contraire, the creeper who sent Dexter the hand from the ice truck killer case will be back. We realize that Lewis has a whole darker side, and people who become fans can turn into dangerous stalkers in the blink of the eye. That's what Lewis has turned into," COLLETON tells us. Dexter will discover the ice truck killer hand. He has no idea it's in his home and what the writing on the palm of it means. I hope that you guys enjoyed these hints. Check all the links in the description and let me know what you guys think. And thanks so much for your patience. So again, comment to me. We will have some long, in-depth chats about what you guys think. But now we kind of have an idea of what things are going to look like. And, you know, the big picture is all coming together. So thanks so much for watching. This video got really long, but thanks for hanging in there. Check out all the links. And I love you guys very much. Have a marvelous day.